3 marquee hitters hitting 2, 3, and 4. But other than that, is a pretty weak unit. Look for Brissy to lean on the swing and miss stuff again tonight.
Should be a fun one here from Spillane Field as Wareham looks for back-to-back wins for the first time this season. Joe mentioned it. Mark Brissy on the bump. We'll have him the entire game, everything in between, coming up for you here on the Wareham Gateman Broadcast Network.
After its first road win of the summer, Wareham returns to Spillane Field for a matchup between the two divisions' worst in Orleans and Wareham. Welcome inside the booth with Dan Shalom. I'm Adam Hibsky. Dan, should be a fun one today. Gateman and Firebirds both battling for some playoff positioning, trying to get to that fourth spot in their respective divisions.
Each are 3 games back heading into this game, and you're really looking for Wareham to get off to a hot start here today. This is a Gateman team that trails by 3, looking for their first back-to-back wins of the season. You can do that here today against Orleans, but 2 teams that are kind of trending in a similar direction right now, trying to pick up steam.
We'll get into our players to watch. On the Gateman side, he's batting 9th today, but you certainly like what you have in him. Currently sporting a 4-game hit streak. It's Henry DeGiorgio, the shortstop from Northeastern.
Yeah, he's kind of become the everyday shortstop, and you see him making a nice 6-3 double play right there to end off the bottom of the 8th. That really helped Wareham get across the line yesterday, but he hasn't just been doing it defensively, offensively as well. Has really been a mainstay in the order, producing at the bottom of that lineup and setting up the top.
So Henry DeGiorgio, a 4-game hit streak, but on the Orleans side, there's a guy that's nearly doubled it. It's Bub Terrell, coming off a 3-hit game, a double, a triple, and a home run. Dan, out of the cycle, he was only missing a single.
He got all of the hard ones. He really left the easy one on the table, but Bub Terrell, what a player. This guy just loves to crush the baseball. He is participating in the home run derby, and there's a reason why. Him and Cohen DeCly just love to smash it, and he's one of the most consistent players on the team. He's going to try and look to get to the starter tonight for Wareham, Mark Brissy.
And Mark Brissy, the 3-pitch mix, fastball, slider, sinker. Dan, he's coming off probably his best outing after being moved into a starting role.
Without a doubt, and in that game, he just really pitched deep. He did a really nice job of getting off to a hot start, which is something that Wareham needed. And you're looking for that same production today from Mark Brissy, a guy that, you mentioned it, struggled to start off this season, but has settled in really well since then. And this, a Wareham bullpen that has been taxed a little bit over the last few days. Yeah. You're looking to give some length to them today.
And something interesting, you see it right there. Mark Brissy, a 5.73 ERA. His starting pitching matchup, Jake Eccles, with an identical 5.73 mark. But Brissy deals to an Orleans lineup that ranks nearly dead last, 9th in the Cape League out of 10 teams in runs per game. They only lead Wareham, but it's the top of the order that's extremely dangerous. But one notable omission, Dan, it's Dom Cadiz no longer batting second.
He was in the lineup to start off, took batting practice here at Spillane Field today, but just got a little bit uncomfortable. So he's out of the lineup, and some switches all around. This was not the original plan for Kelly Nicholson today, but they're going to have to roll with it.
But Rowan Kelly, a guy that's been really a consistent presence atop the lineup. Adam Magpok, though, really not. He was originally supposed to bat 6th, now being slotted up in the 2nd spot, but that 3-4 punch. Tyler Myatt and Bub Terrell, extremely dangerous. You don't want to let them get going. Brissy's dealt his final warm-up pitches of the game. We're set to go. It'll be lefty switch hitting and then a lefty to start this game for Orleans.
Thanks, guys. Tonight, the Wareham Gatemen honor the life of 11-year-old Madeline Itis, a local resident who tragically passed away this winter due to an avalanche incident while being on vacation with her family in Utah. Now, to honor her memory, her family launched the Forever 1111 organization. And when I spoke to her mom, Becky, she said that the name of the organization just felt right. The number 11 was Maddie's age, her day of birth. It's an angel number. It's her number in soccer. And it's one of her favorite ways to be be able to make a wish at 11-11. Now, Maddie was a local resident, so she was at a lot of Wareham Gateman games, and her mother said that she was feisty, she was a love bug, and she was a girl who had friends everywhere. Proceeds of the Forever 11-11 organization will go towards things like a new scoreboard for Maddie's soccer team, scholarships for her teammates at the Marion Scorpion, and also being able to provide avalanche safety awareness. These are the ways that Madeline's mom says that she wants to honor her daughter's memory in the best way possible. Back to you guys.
My 4 home runs this summer, 9 runs driven in. Long ball here would make it a 1-run game. Hits it on the ground right side, a chance for 2. Hamilton flips to short. DeGiorgio, the relay in time. Wareham wins it. 4-6-3. Finn Edwards slams the door. And for the first time this summer, the Gatemen have back-to-back wins heading into a tall task with the YD Red Sox tomorrow afternoon.
Well, it wasn't pretty at the end, but a perfect job by Finn Edwards to get the double play ball and end off this ball game. That is a big win for the Gatemen, 6-2. Exact same score line that the Firebirds beat the Gatemen with in the first game here at Spillane Field. So that is a bounce back. They flipped the script, and you mentioned it, back-to-back wins for the first time this season. You couldn't ask for a better recipe heading into tomorrow's matchup with the YD Red Sox.
So game 25 goes the way of Wareham, and with a Cotuit loss, the Gatemen pull within 4 points of that final playoff position. Dan, it was the hot start. Wareham got out to a 6-0 run due to a lot of these hits. Timely hitting. They were dominant with runners into scoring position.
That they were. They capitalized, and actually Orleans ends the game with a runner left in score, or just a runner left on base in every inning but 2. So they had their opportunities, but Wareham capitalized today to get the win.
Yes, they did. First 2-game win streak. Gatemen starting to heat up. They'll need every bit of it tomorrow ahead of a matchup with YD.
Certainly will. It's going to be a big one. A YD squad that is in control right now against Chatham, so you think they're going to be on a little streak going into it? Should be a fun challenge.
See right there, plenty of hugs, happiness going around Spillane Field. Why aren't you? The Gatemen take it 6-2 over Orleans. A dominant victory for the Gatemen. All right, for our entire production crew, we thank everyone back there making it all happen. For my partner, Dan Shalom, I'm Adam Hipsky. Game 26 comes tomorrow at Red Wilson Field. Wareham takes on YD.
Wanted it. Bosky, feel the pressure starting to mount. Bases are loaded, still just 1 out. Hero wanted to attack. Comes up empty.
1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. It over to the gap and through. 2 runs are going to come in to score. There will be no throw. Tony Lira delivers, and the game is tied at 4.
7 games, 7 straight games with a hit for Tony Lira. And that's who you want at the plate right now for the Gatemen, swinging an extremely hot bat. But it can't stop here. You're tied at 4, but there's still just 1 out, and 1 more from Levi Clark can give Wareham the chance to take the lead. Seamer. Barnett trying to collect his first RBI of the summer. See it right there. With runners in scoring position, it's been a big-time struggle for the Gatemen over the course of the past week. Barnett trying to change it, though. The 0-1. Grounded, left side, Wax comes home. On the backhand, Daniel goes to second for 1. The relay in time. Wareham a half step away from striking first, but Caleb Barnett can't beat out the throw, and both teams have turned a double play in the first inning. Barnett goes 6-4-3, and a great start for the Whitecaps. No score through the first inning. But Wareham, after yesterday's game against Orleans, liked what it had throughout the first 8 innings, Dan, but it kind of started to fall apart for the Gatemen's 4th straight loss.
Certainly, and they actually did not have a double play yesterday. That's an unfortunate break. But you see Levi Clark. We talked about him in the pregame show. He smoked a ball into the left center field gap yesterday, did a really nice job. of putting runners at second and third for Wareham here in this top half of the fifth. And then Lincoln Garcia just shoots a ball up the middle and scores 2. You would think it would be done at that point, and maybe Wareham would be able to close out this game as the bullpen was dealing. But bottom half of the ninth with Orleans down, it was Ty Stark letting up the hit into deep center field, and then that's when Orleans scored their first run of the ball game.
And pushed it to 10th inning. And in the Cape League, it becomes basically not sudden death, but you're only playing for the tie if you don't score in the top of the 10th. Wareham did not. Connor Mohan into the game, and then the infield single from Dom Cadiz closed it out, and the Firebirds took it, picked up their 5th win of the season.
And that was just a backbreaker for Wareham because you got everything you wanted in that game. You got clean pitching throughout. You had some run support. You felt really in control. And you went to Ty Stark, who's been one of your best the entire season, and he just can't get the job done.
And you see right there, Casey Uper, the starter for Orleans, had been exceptional early on in the summer and got the start yesterday. Wareham scratched a couple across against him, tossed 8 straight zeros between Peyton Lee, delivered a great start. Andrew Koshy came in and continued that stretch, and then Ty Stark tried to pick up the 5-out save, but a little bit too much. Connor Mohan came in, did what he could, but unfortunately for the Gatemen, too little, too late. 1-2. Swing and a miss. 3 straight strikeouts for Bryce Turner. Gives up a couple of leadoff base runners, but works around it with 3 straight Ks. A great job from Bryce Turner, working with some speed. And Dan, we're a little bit familiar with speed, if that's what you want to call it. Yesterday, and if you were with us on July 3rd, you knew that we were talking about it, dreading it. The Mattapoisett Road Race.
You see that right there, first place for me.
And Dan
Topped
does
you
it.
by about 90 seconds. It was a great effort from you, though. Very proud of you.
So, it kind of says it there at the top, but we won't tell you how long we actually ran. You can leave that up to your own imagination with our 42-minute first-place finisher.
There it is, crossing the line.
Attaboy. So there's Dan.
You with your girlfriend getting across the line, supporting you as you
Coming through.
get over. That was a big one.
Yeah, that was something.
There's our executive producer, Jocelyn.
She finishes.
Graphics producer, Sydney, coming in.
Hey, how about Jocelyn right there leaving Sydney in the dust?
Yeah, just leaving her partner behind. At least your girlfriend didn't do that to you.
No, as much as she wanted to throughout the race. And CC comes in, and then, listen.
There he is in the blue shirt.
Come on now. Jack Knight comes through, and we've got one more back there, and I want to take a second to highlight someone that did not run in this race and give him a little bit of grief, because he claims that the alarm wasn't set, and that's Nick Griffin. After talking a whole lot about how he would be the guy at the top of that list, he didn't even show up, Dan.
Well, I can't wait for our next race, and we'll see if Nick actually decides to run this time.
We're doing another race? This is
I
the
have to
first
do
I'm
one
hearing
at some
about it.
point. That might be the first and last time. I can't lose my crown, all right? I'm number 1 forever now. That's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't if I were you. And yeah, the legs aren't feeling too hot this
I
morning.
know you're limping around a little bit, but it's
very,
warranted.
Very glad that we're sitting up here in our cozy booth.
Chilling here in the lazy river as we get you ready for Chatham and Wareham as the Gatemen start their run-in of 6 games in a row to end off the season. Dan Chalm with you alongside Adam Hipsky, Zell Godbold, enjoying the off day here at WaterWiz. What could be better, Adam, ahead of a huge clash with the Anglers?
Not much, and it's a chance for everyone to get their minds right before a dead-on sprint to the finish line.
Hey, Wareham, 6 games to play, everything to play for here, right? Get a good stretch of games going, we're right back in this. Certainly 2 games back. Wareham has lost 3 of the last 4. Adam, it hasn't been pretty over the last few games, but still very much in this race.
No, it hasn't been pretty, and a lot of it's been because of sluggish offense. Time to get the bats going here down the stretch.
You talk about sluggish. The Lazy River is sluggish, and Wareham looks to change that. Zell, any thoughts?
Yeah, offense got going that Falmouth game. Kind of sat down the other day, but looking to get them the bats back hot and get a good stretch of games.
You mentioned that Wareham scored 14 runs against the Commodores, nothing against Tyannis. Our sideline reporter Joe Henry is somewhere here at Waterwiz talking to our special guest of the day.
Thanks, guys. Staying dry up here on the pirate ship here with utility man RJ Hamilton. But it is sink or swim the rest of the way. Just 6 games to go, 2 games out of the postseason. But this feels like a much-needed off day for everybody. How's Waterwiz treating you so far?
It's been fun so far. Got on a couple rides and had some Oreo churro bites, so it's been a good experience. Been fun.
Oreo churro?
Yeah.
Is that a first-time experience?
Definitely a first time for me, so it was good though.
Waterwiz is the biggest water park in New England, and they've got everything from slides to the desserts. RJ, as you look around here, is there a number one adventure that you're looking towards?
They have this steep orange slide. It's one of the biggest slides in the Northeast, so hopefully I'll be able to conquer that today. That's my ambition, my goal.
You're more of a slide guy than a lazy river guy?
I think it just depends on the day. If it's like early morning, like I'm feeling ready to go, I feel like I'm gonna try the slides to give it a go. But if it's like late in the day, I like a lazy river. So it just depends on the day.
A utility guy on and off the field. You got the rest a couple days ago, and you definitely appeared well rested last night. You had 3 hits to lead the team. What's been working for you all summer, being one of just 8 guys from the opening day roster to have been so consistent for this club all year long?
Yeah, and that's just something I kind of pride myself in, just being as consistent as possible. That's the name of baseball. Just people want the most consistent player, and just trying to do that and play to my strengths and just play my game to the best of my ability is something I've been working on and trying to do. So being able to stay from the beginning of summer to the end is just definitely a blessing, being able to stay healthy, and it's been a great time. Had a lot of fun.
Everybody knows the situation you guys are in with just 1 week left to play. Talk me through what the clubhouse has been like the past 2 days as you guys get ready for this run.
Yeah, I think most people will think the guys will kind of be tight and feel the pressure of the situation, but I feel like we've been loose, and I feel like we're playing our best baseball we have all season, and it's just right time for us to start clicking and go on a run.
All right, RJ, thank you so much. Enjoy the day at Waterwiz, guys. Sending it back to you in the Lazy River.
Thanks so much, Joe. Excited to hear your reporting out there at Veterans Field. Right now, they're cruising down the Lazy River. Brady Montrell, the starter today. Sahil Patel will go against Katuitt. Zell and Adam, any thoughts on Brady making his first start of the season?
A new starter for the Gatemen, trying to change some stuff up. Right, we'll throw Sahil against Katuitt and get some good stuff happening for us today.
For Brady, it's got to be control the strike zone and try and get more of a length. Right now, Wareham going through a complete turnover in its starting rotation. Can you throw strikes? Can you get ahead on hitters? And can you get into that 4th and 5th inning? I think that's the difference as you embark on 6 games in 6 days, Dan.
Certainly going to be an interesting stretch. Wareham with everything to play for. 2 games back, 6 to go on the Katuitt Kettleers. We'll have the call from you from Veterans Field in just a couple minutes here on the home of Gateman Baseball.